Earlier this year, we saw what agritourism had meant for the Tora Walk in Wairarapa as it celebrated 30 years. Today, a growing number of farms are diversifying into agritourism, sharing their bit of country life through farm walks and other rural experiences. Ro and Ed Palmer, along with sons Selby and Harry, are the fourth generation to run Te Aratipi Station near Waimarama. The particularly scenic coastal Hawke's Bay sheep and beef farm is one of the latest to add a farm walk, as well as farm stays and tours, on-farm golf, hot tub and wilderness experiences. I set off with Ro to find out more as the family opened for their second walking season.
Oh, look, here's some walkers. Hi, guys.
Taking the easy route, eh?
Yeah. How's it going so far? A little bit windy. I've actually got Radio New Zealand here.
Oh.
Hiya.
Hi.
So what time did you set off this morning?
10 o'clock.
Oh, you guys have made good progress then.
I think so. We've done nearly 6,000 steps and an hour later. We're doing all right.
Yeah, just taking our time though, stop and enjoying the views.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Definitely coming over the hill and seeing the ocean.
That crest, yeah.
Hopefully getting to the top.
Yeah.
And jump on the back.
Totalling more than 1,200 hectares of the coast of Hawke's Bay, Te Aratipi Station has views stretching out to Te Motu or Kura, also known to locals as Bear Island. It's one of many highlights walkers can enjoy while out on one of two trails across the farm.
We come from Auckland.
Oh wow, so you've travelled a wee way for this?
Yeah, we flew down. Good way to burn off some of the vinos from last night.
And
from tomorrow.
Earn them for tonight.
And then you get the treats, yeah.
Your first farm walk that you guys have done, or?
No, we've done a couple.
And my first.
Yeah, for the guys,
My
yes,
first,
but we've done a few usually with girlfriends, but we thought we'd do stuff with the husbands for once. So yeah. It's nice.
So that we actually do the work.
Yeah, because they don't believe us. You know?
Yeah, and that's good. It's a lot of fun.
And all colour coordinated today too.
Yes, and you've come very well organised, some good walkers.
Yeah. Gifted some amazing hats as well, which are great to have on a sunny hot day like today.
The village is perfect.
That wind's probably quite nice.
It is
It is
refreshing.
It's the perfect day for it.
This is only the second season the farm has been open to walkers, with the trails opening on Labour weekend and running through until about June.
My name is Edward Palmer. I am on Te Aratipi Station, 1,200 hectares with sheep and cattle, which are Angus and Romney.
I'm Ro Palmer from Te Aratipi Station, and we have recently started a new agritourism venture offering some amazing Hawke's Bay farm experiences. These include some gorgeous farm walks, farm golf during summer, accommodation, and a family wilderness experience, and much more.
How do you find that fits in with the farm operations?
It's really just the start of it, and have to figure out the stock side of things, where to have cattle and sheep and make sure everyone's safe. No, beautiful walks with stunning scenery and views of the sea and ranges and cities and everything, really.
I suppose one of the other really special aspects of the farm here is that multi-generations. You're fourth generation, the boys, you guys are fifth generation, eh? Mm-hmm. What does it mean to you to still be on the land?
Oh, well, it is a privilege. So we're lucky enough to be able to do that and have a solid grounding behind us with what's happened in the past with my great-grandfather, old Selby, down to JJ, my grandfather, and then my dad, Selby, and hopefully we can carry it on. We'll see. Time will tell.
We'll see if Selby and Harry want to take on the challenge.
Yeah.
It absolutely is a privilege, and I think it's just, I always sort of like to think of it as that, in the Hawke's Bay they always talk about terroir for wineries, but I feel like we have our own sense of place as well here. It's, you come up the drive and you can just feel the love and the passion and the heritage, and it would just be crazy not to kind of share that or continue that, because it is a really special place.
For Ed and Ro Palmer, it's a bit of a juggle running the farm and agritourism business. While Dad Ed and older son Selby head off to tend to farm duties, Mum Ro and younger son Harry are set to take me for a tour of the farm. We're off to the tippy top of the 600-metre peak, Te Aratipi.
Comes out at about 3,000 acres. And real mix of, sort of rolling hills to steep hill country as well. So yeah, we are at the moment driving on the day one walk, the Aratipi walk, which we've got walkers on at the moment. So you're looking at the top of the farm up there. So that patch of bush is the tippity top of the farm.
And as you say, beautiful views out to the coast, to Waimarama, and behind us to Mata Peak and Kahuranaki as well.
Yep, all the way up to Māhia and Portland Island, and then sweeping past Napier, and then down past, the Kawekas and Ruahenis, and even on a clear day, as far as the Manawatu Gorge.
Wow.
And on a clear day as well, you can see the top of Mt Ruapehu. So a really nice aspect of the bay up here. And well, we think it's pretty darn special. So these are the cabins that we originally built them for us. We do a lot of hosting up here, so with friends and family. You can go inside, Harry. But yes, you can stay up here as well. You can open that door, Harry, all on your own, big boy. Come on in. So it's basically based on like a backcountry New Zealand hut.
Gorgeous.
We sort of wanted to stay true to like our place. We're not a modern, trendy place.
You put Monopoly in here.
Yeah, so, and here we go. Here's old Selby here.
Oh, wow.
Here is our legacy. So that is old Selby.
And that is who young Selby takes his name after.
Yes. So, he keeps a watchful eye on anyone in the cabin.
As you say, the cabins were originally a COVID project for yourselves.
Yep.
What was it that led you to include the agritourism and integrate that into part of the farm operations?
I think it's kind of just happened naturally, to be honest. So I was working in town for about 10 years, being stubborn, kind of wanting to do my own thing while Ed was patiently waiting maybe for me to come back to the farm. And I think, I sort of turned 40 and decided that it was time for me to do something else on the farm in addition to the bookkeeping, and to be there more for Ed, and just learning more about the farm and farming and contributing more hands-on instead of sitting at a computer. And and then the venture sort of just stemmed from my background essentially. So I've always been in hospitality and events and tourism, and so it kind of combines my background and what we've got here, and voila.
And certainly you're very much involved in it, giving the farm tours, taking people around, as you say, explaining their history. What are some of the other aspects of the agritourism? I saw we passed the sign for the golf course.
Oh yes, so we offer quite a few different experiences. So in addition to the walks, we have got a farm golf course. So the Palmers are big golfers, and Wairanga used to have an amazing farm golf course, and they decided to finish up, and they actually gave us their mower. So we basically jumped on the mower, and sort of Ed had some mates over from England one summer and decided to mow a green here and then another one there, and one thing basically led to another, and now we have a little 9-hole golf course that is used as a paddock most of the year, but come mid-December we sort of transform it back into the golf course. And it's not your perfect golf course with perfect greens. Ed's quite true to that. He doesn't want to fence off the greens.
It's a farm golf course.
Yeah, but it's still a challenging golf course. It is for golfers, but it's more of an experience in that you come up to the farm. We load you into the Can-Am, which is your golf cart. You've got Ed as your caddy and pro, and he drives you around, and it's just a lot of fun with some challenges, and just an experience really with amazing views. And so we've had a great time doing that. And I'm one of the chief fairway mowers, and quite enjoy the sort of 5 hours on the tractor looking after the fairways.
Well, with views like this, I mean, you can't, that's probably quite a good office still.
Yeah, it is a great office. So, we're hoping to share that with more people this summer as well. I feel like our offering online can tap into all sorts of markets. I want locals to come and walk with me or play golf with me, and I've sort of priced things accordingly as well. And then basically the out-of-towners can kind of do that. In addition, they might want to do the farm tours, which are probably more targeted towards the internationals. We've got a hot tub experience, which is probably targeting the internationals in the off-season. And then we've got a family wilderness adventure too. You know, we want more families to get out and about. And, you know, we were part of the open farm day earlier in March, and you know, it used to be that Kiwis were always associated to a farm. They always went to an auntie or an uncle's or a grandparent's farm, but sort of that's changing now. So it's quite good getting kids onto the farm, the schools onto the farm, families onto the farm doing farm stuff. And they always have a really great time, not just the kids, but the adults too.
Is it challenging having agritourism as part of the regular farm operations, moving people around stock, you know, lambing times, making sure gates are closed or open when they need to be?
Yeah, we not yet, only because we are obviously relatively new. But as we get busier, possibly, you know, it might come to a time where we need to put stiles at every gateway and avoid opening gates because they're bound to get left open at some stage. Yeah, we will just say we'll manage that as we go, you know. It's the good thing about us sort of growing slowly is that we can sort of feel our way through each season and go from there and make changes. The same with experiences, we might want to develop new ones or get rid of some of the existing ones. We had our first elopement up here 2 weeks ago, which was really cool. That was also my past life was weddings and events, so we were sort of a bit precious about maybe sharing this spot with another couple, but we had a really great time, and we're happy to offer that maybe to a few couples each season, but we'll just see.
As you say, you're a new operator, but would you have an idea of, you know, as a percentage maybe, what the agritourism contributes to the farm operation or how big a part of it is?
For our one, we're still lucky that our sheep and beef operation is still fine for our family. I've set it up more maybe selfishly with the idea that hopefully it'll grow, and whether or not, you know, depending on where farming goes, I can either, you know, pump things up or tone them down. You know, there might be a stage where we will need to be dependent on agritourism, and that's when I'll need to ramp things up. But in these initial stages, while we feel our way through, it's really mainly to keep me out of trouble and just sort of feel my way through and what we're doing.
So more for the love of it than out of necessity.
It kind of is. It maybe shouldn't be. It's probably, but it is a passion and it is a love, and it is. It's more than making money, particularly here. You know, we're dealing with small numbers. Hopefully big experiences, but small numbers and small groups, and we'll just see where it goes.
Parts of the farm still covered in indigenous vegetation have been protected under QE2 covenants, designating them as areas under the protection of the National QE2 Trust. The high peak from which the farm takes its name, Te Aratipi, also holds significance for local mana whenua.
Recently we actually had a community day celebrating our new covenants, where we brought in Baden Barber was kind enough to come and chat to us. He's recently translated Mohi's diaries, which are some written accounts of around here from probably I think the late 1800s to early 1900s. Which is really special, and Baden has translated it and came up to talk to some of the community about Te Aratipi and in particular its ties to the locals and the Waimarama people, and we found out that Te Aratipi and where the other covenants are was a seasonal place where the people would come up and they would basically set up camp and they would hunt and gather food for a season and then head back down to Waimarama. Yeah, the Ngāhere that we're going to was a really special place to gather food for the people. It was really special to be in the bush, hearing those stories from Baden, sort of, visualising it a little bit more and just feeling a little bit more real. One of the experiences we are in the process of trying to create is talking more about the historical side and then the settler side and then the now, and kind of pulling it all together. I don't know exactly the number of rimu in here, but at least 10 large rimus. So special. Our main birds probably up here would be kiriru, tui. We're really lucky we've got the rifleman as well, which obviously New Zealand's smallest birds. They're quite special. Yeah, bellbirds, lots of kotari and piwakawaka. I have seen a shining cuckoo through here once too. Mohi bush also has one of the bat species. So hopefully once this really starts kicking into gear, I mean, it would be awesome.
And so how many hectares on the farm are QE2? Or how many QE2 blocks have you got?
We have got 3 QE2 blocks now. So yeah, this was winter of 21, and then the 2 others were just established earlier this year, which we'll take you to, which are Eastern and Western Bush. I think this one is, I'd have to double check, 9.5 hectares, and the other 13.5.
A big part of the agritourism you have here is also using that as an opportunity to help grow some of these native bush areas. Do you want to tell me about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So for every experience that people book, we allocate a native tree, and then we started our new annual tradition in Matariki weekend, where we will do an annual planting day, or perhaps it's going to grow to days, where the whole idea is we kind of wanted to mimic what they do in Italy around an olive harvest. So something similar, but getting all our native trees on site, sourced from some local nurseries and relevant plants to our land. And yeah, friends, family, and even guests to come and plant Matariki weekend, and then we'll have a lovely long shared lunch to celebrate the season. And I think people are becoming more and more conscious of giving back. It's a really nice feeling. We like to think that anyone that comes to stay with us, we sort of treat them like family, and a lot of them leave and keep in touch with us, and having a tree means that they can sort of really leave a little piece of them behind and come back to visit when they like. The cool thing about the covenants is that you really just, you get the job done. You're protecting bush for future generations, and you know, once you've got that rolling as well, you've worked with some really great people. Like, we've got some good relationships with our QE2 rep and the regional council. There's lots of awesome funding opportunities to make sure you're doing the best and doing the bush right.
Agritourism provides an opportunity to help fund these restoration efforts. For every farm experience, the Palmer family plants a native tree on its annual planting day over Matariki weekend. It offers visitors a tangible, lifelong connection to the farm. As we make our way back to the homestead, we come across another walker, Tanya from Wellington, who's just finished the first of the 2 walking trails. You picked a good day for it. Blue skies, quite a breeze to keep you cool, I suppose, on those big hills.
Yeah, no, needed a bit of breeze up the top there. There's a little bit of up and a little bit of down, and then it repeats itself a few times, so it was quite nice having a bit of a breeze up there, yeah.
And you're off to do the next half of the farm now, I suppose?
I am indeed, yes. Yep, so I've knocked that bit off, so I'm off to do the other part, which I understand is going to be quite different. So there's lots of variety, it's really well marked, absolutely stunning views up the top. Out over Waimarama. I'm a Hawke's Bay girl, born and bred, so I spent quite a bit of time sitting up the top there reminiscing about kind of, gorgeous Waimarama and the views and that. So yeah, no, it's absolutely stunning, and lots of variety, which is fantastic. I just highly recommend it. Hosts are fantastic, really warm and welcoming. The lunch is fantastic.
Oh, good, is it?
I'm only halfway through it.
Okay.
There's lots of it. But yeah, no, it's really reasonably priced. It's a fantastic walk.
And beautiful country.
It is just a stunning place of the country. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Wellington woman Tanya there, after finishing up the first half of the farm walk at Te Aratipi Station in Hawke's Bay. I also spoke to Ro and Ed Palmer and their sons Selby and Harry. And you can find photos of the beautiful coastal farm walk on our website, rnz.co.nz/countrylife.